What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and I have decided to make a special video. Just some thoughts, okay? On the very most recent game I just finished, Beyond Two Souls. Alright, so a few things I wanted to say. Not many games make me want to make a video about them in this light, so that I say that's a good sign. Now let me explain why I'm making this video, okay? First off, Beyond Two Souls, developed by Quantic Dream, same people who made Heavy Rain, and you guys know what kind of a reaction Heavy Rain gave to so many different people around the world, especially me. So you understand, when I was going in to play Beyond Two Souls, I was excited, I was ready for it, and you know what? I was kind of expecting a lot. Here's the thing with Beyond Two Souls. I was worried. The biggest concern I had was because it was kind of a far-fetched idea. It wasn't really, I guess, believable, let's just say. There were aspects of it that weren't that believable. I was worried it was going to be too far-fetched. It was going to be too out there. I wasn't really going to like it that much. Well, I loved the game, okay? 100% I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I thought the story was outstanding, and you know what? The biggest thing for me is how a game makes you feel. I think when a game makes you feel something, that's when the game truly has meaning. Just like Walking Dead did, just like Heavy Rain did. Those examples of games make you really feel for your character. Like, there's a whole different experience. You play a first-person shooter, your character dies. It sucks because you've been playing with them the whole time, but at the same time, there's no real connection to this character. So when you play games like these, you have a connection, you form a bond, you actually start to like the character, if they're likable, of course, and you actually develop concern, and you feel like you have to protect them, and that was especially true with Ellen Page's character, Jodie, in Beyond Two Souls. Now, this game opened my eyes quite a bit. It made me see what it's really like. Like, I guess it kind of made me worried. I mean, if I was a father, like to a daughter specifically, I would be worried sick. I already knew if I were to be a father and to a daughter, I would be worried shitless. Because especially after this game, I see what kind of things young girls, young women face. And it's frightening, the stuff they have to put up with. Like, for example, okay, I don't know if you noticed, but there are spoilers in this video. I'm going to warn you ahead if you have not seen the game or played the game, seen it, whatever, or you still want to know how it is on your own. I recommend you don't watch this video until you've beat it yourself or seen my gameplay or whatever the case would be before coming back. That way you don't get spoilers, okay? Big notice right there, alright? So anyway, for example, one of the scenes earlier in the game when you're playing, I think it was probably about 14-year-old Jodie, you go to the birthday party, and the girls and the boys are like that I expected, and they're assholes, they're really, really mean, beyond mean. They even go as far to, like, burn her with cigarettes and lock her in a cupboard. Like, the bullying thing for me, I can't stand. Alright? I hate bullies. I think they're pussies, especially since they usually gang up on one person. Usually a kid who doesn't always want it or isn't able to fight back. Which is just an act of cowardice, in my opinion. I think, unfortunately, in today's society, I know this is kind of veering off a bit, but it is true. In today's society, bullying is so common, and it's just, I wish I could stop every single case of it. Why do I hate bullying so much? Why am I so against it? Because I was bullied. Believe it or not. You know what? Almost everybody was bullied once in their life. I'll bet you anything. Me, grade 8 was the absolute worst. I'm not going to get too detailed, but I understand what Jodie's going through. Obviously, I'm not a girl, so things are a little different there. Guys usually just fight. So, but when I saw these boys, these teen boys, saying these horrible things about Jodie, especially that guy from London, and how he was all nice to her and pretty much lied, and then as soon as the friends were around, he shat all over her and called her a slut and things like that. And I'm just like, I think it's ridiculous. It's the most cowardly, like, low, completely unbelievably pathetic thing is when a guy bullies a girl or a guy hits a girl or something like that, especially one who is more younger, maybe not one traditional. I'm not talking about a girl who's like ripped and can like kick the shit out of you. I'm talking about like an average girl who may not be able to fight back, right? Especially to a guy who's big, way bigger, weighs more, knows more about fighting. That shit actually goes down, and it's fucking bullshit, okay? And moments in the game like that made me really feel for it, and you know, it pissed me off. That was one of the first emotions I felt, was anger. It made me feel anger, actual anger, like I wanted to reach into the screen, beat the shit out of these kids, and help Jody. Like, I really wanted to help her. And another example was when she was going, like later on when she's goth phase or whatever, the rebellious phase, and she wants to go out with her friends. She's underage, but she goes to a bar, and these nasty dudes, like they're older, probably in their 40s, 50s maybe, in the bar, and they tried to rape her, and I couldn't believe it. And again, I snapped. I was just so in shock. A game that makes you feel that much, like, okay, this was a big one for me, okay? Another spoiler, obviously. Earlier on, when Jody's homeless, I'm like, this is completely sad. When there's many ways you can scrounge up money. I made the money by playing a song, by getting her to play a song on the guitar that another homeless person had. And the song was so sad. Like, I was just sitting there going, you know, I was just like, this is not fun. Like, I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for these people. And you know what? It was really heartbreaking. Many times there was heartbreak, okay? In that same time frame as the homeless people, when Tuesday was having her baby and the baby was born, I had so many emotions, because when we broke into the supermarket, sorry, it's a Canadian food chain here. Grocery store. But anyway, when we broke into the supermarket, I looked at the alarm, and I don't know, it wouldn't let me deactivate it for some reason. But I thought, you know what, let's let it go. Walks in, and yep, the alarm goes off. I was worried sick that I would not get enough supplies for the baby so it would survive or whatever, live comfortably. I was worried that because Stan had to rush his ass to grab what he could instead of what was completely needed, maybe the baby wouldn't make it. Maybe it would end. It could start like a domino effect where something would go wrong elsewhere, just because of one little thing that didn't go that way. And then we delivered the baby, and I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to cry. I was like really sad. I was very relieved. I know that's funny, but I was so relieved. And then all of a sudden an emotion came by. I don't know why I thought this, but I thought, you know, that could be me one day. I'm not saying I'll be on the streets, but I'm saying, like, I could have a child one day. And the very thought of having my own child and seeing it for the first time, just like Jody was, it made me really emotional. I'm like, it's kind of beautiful, you know, in all this bullshit, all this disgusting, you know, nastiness, they managed to bring something very nice into the world, and it's a healthy baby. That was something huge for me. And throughout the game, you got little things like this, little emotion-tied events that really made you feel in various ways. Like I said, anger, sadness, happiness. There were so many different moments. And depending what choices you made, obviously, it would change those emotions. And that's a good game to me. The game may have been roughly 8 to 9 hours long, anywhere in there, depending how much time you took. And, well, some people were saying, that's not that long. Isn't it, though? For a good story, solid story, 8.5 hours, when you got a lot of games that give you a 4-hour campaign, or whatever. Yes, there's no multiplayer, but you can go back to this game and play it multiple times to see different endings, or play different areas to see different endings. You don't have to play the whole damn game to see a different ending. You can choose different points by selecting chapters and playing through those chapters, altering the events there. And yeah, you're gonna get something completely different. And I think that's a mark of an amazing game. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm indigested a little bit, hiccuping here. I'm sorry. Anyway, so, which led to my biggest beef. Before I even started the game and I posted my unboxing, people were commenting on my video, a couple of them, were saying, "Dan, I don't know if you're going to like this game. It's getting mixed reviews." And piqued my interest a little bit, so I kept reading. And until somebody said, IGN gave the game a 6, so I don't know if it'll be that good. As soon as you see those 3 letters IGN, take whatever the hell is said in the review, wipe your ass with it, and throw it away. Because quite frankly, IGN reviews games unfairly, incorrectly, and then just for bogus reasons. I don't know who reviewed IGN, but I read it. I read the whole thing, and I couldn't believe how stupid his reasonings were. He gave the game a 6 out of 10, which isn't horrible. It's above average, but it's not what the game deserves. The game was unbelievably good in the story side. The fact that it could be in touch with your emotions that much. And there were a few reasons why this person didn't like the game, but this is what his biggest beef was, and this is what annoys me. The biggest reason why he gave Beyond Two Souls a 6 out of 10 instead of anything higher, and seriously, this is what it is, was because it didn't feel enough like a video game. That's his reasoning. He thinks a video game didn't feel like a video game. When a game doesn't feel like a video game, it's that fucking good. That means it's amazing. It actually takes you out of reality. It doesn't make you feel like you're playing a game, and that's what we want. We want a game that's realistic, that the story is really, really true, completely different, far-fetched, makes you think, makes you upset, makes you angry. That's a game we want. We don't want a generic, I may just be doing certain quick time events with my controller, right? But the actions and choices make it completely different. What do you think Walking Dead was? IGN gave that an amazing review. Same thing. Like, same kind of thing. Why do games have to be shooters? Why do they only have to be shooters? And that's what IGN does. They look at Call of Duty, 10 out of 10. Battlefield, 10 out of 10. I'm not even kidding. Go look up their reviews. And you'll get games like that make you think, like crazy games that I'm just looking around me, see what's out there that I have that they probably would have given a shit review. Shit. I'm not sure, but like generic games that we're tired of, they give scores up the ass, okay? And I guess I'm a part of the minority that doesn't like the same games over and over and over again. Like Call of Duty, I could give 2 shits. It's just another Call of Duty game. I'll play it, but I'm not jumping up and down to play it. Let's see, what's another example? Besides Battlefield, Assassin's Creed. Before, Assassin's Creed was phenomenal. I loved the first one. I loved the second one. I even loved Brotherhood. I liked Brotherhood. But after a while, it just becomes annoying, repetitive gameplay. And the one time you get a game that completely throws all of this stuff, like everything, out the window, the generic style, and thinks outside the box and thinks differently and makes you feel differently. Oh, it's unfamiliar. It's not a video game. Let's down thumb it, you know? It's like I wasn't interacting enough. What do you mean? The whole game's interactive drama. What else do you want, right? I guess what they wanted them to do was control the shoot. This game is mainly about decisions, okay? It's not necessarily about running in and stealing cars and doing this and that. And that's the problem with today's mainstream gaming media. I think it's ridiculous. So when I go to see these reviews. You know what? I'm gonna pull up some of the scores right now. Just bear with me here. Let's just go down and see some reception for this game. Alright, yeah, so the average game rating for this is a 7.5 or a 75%, basically. You got Edge giving it an 8, right? Oh no, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. 5. Edge gave it a 5. Let's see, who else? Electronic Gaming Monthly, I've never heard of them, gave it a 7.5. Eurogamer gave it a 6. Game Informer gave it a 7.75. Game Revolution gave it a 4 out of 5. That's out of 5. That's a good rating. I agree with that. GameSpot gave it what did they give it? A 9. They gave it a 9. Games Radar 3.5. I think that's too low. Games TM 8 out of 10, and so on and so forth. IGN 6. Shut the fuck up, IGN. PlayStation Magazine 8. Polygon 8. Videogamer.com gave it a 4 out of 10. Fuck you, Videogamer.com. No one even goes to your stupid website. Destructoid 5. Digital Spy gave it a 5 out of 5 out of 5. Forbes gave it a 9 out of 10. And then you got Metro giving it a 4 out of 10. The people who are giving those low ratings are the ones who play the generic games. I don't get how you could feel this game is not good. I guess I'm looking for a little bit different. I prefer a better story, and I prefer a strong game that is different and I'm not used to playing. You know what I mean? Like a different style of gameplay that I don't get every single goddamn release. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why I like this game, and a lot of these other reviewers must agree with me, because I'd probably give it about an 8, an 8.5, something like, more like an 8. I think that's a solid rating. I mean, it does have some flaws, but it is a borderline amazing story, and I love that in a video game. But when you see bullshit like this, 4 out of 10? Did they even play the same game? Has anybody else played, any of my subscribers who have played this game, how many of you have played the game, and would you agree with a 4 or a 5 out of 10? How many of you would agree with that? And not just because I'm saying that. I want to know honestly. Do you agree with me or do you agree with these people? And why? What do you feel? I want to know this because I don't see how a game this good could get that shitty reaction, especially for a stupid reason as, oh, it doesn't feel like a video game. That's the fucking point. That's what developers have been trying to achieve forever. You just admitted, you just said the biggest fault is the game's biggest triumph. Really. Like, I don't get some of these reviewers. I don't know where they find them. Like, there's way better freelance reviewers on YouTube doing their own channels than a lot of these guys that work for these major magazines. And I used to review games. I don't right now. My review show's on a hiatus because I feel like I'm not that good at reviewing it. I don't really weigh all the options. There's many different ways you can review a game, and I feel like I leave out points, things like that. I'm not that good at reviewing, so that's why I kind of stopped. But I'm just letting them know my opinion is still valid here, I feel. And I feel this game got very little. It was looked over. Not many people played it, I'll bet not many people played it, which I think people should. If you have a PS3, I think you should go play it. I really do. I think it'll be a refreshing experience for you. And I had a blast playing it, and I can't wait to see what other games Quantic Dream's gonna give me, because I'll buy them. Like like what? Indigo Prophecy or Fahrenheit, whatever region you're from. That was a great game. It threw things. It was different. Then you got Heavy Rain, phenomenal game. Beyond Two Souls, amazing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in this, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. Well, I want to hear your opinion on the game. Do you agree with me or these people here who give it the bad reviews? Did you have any crazy moments or special moments in the game that made you feel kind of like me? Like, what were your reactions? Were they hardcore reactions, like maybe shedding a tear or like getting pissed right off? I want to know. Like, games like this are the only games that I think should be made now. I'm not saying that only genre, but games that make you feel this way and make it feel not like a video game. That's, I think, a huge compliment to a game developer when you make it feel not like a video game. And I guess it depends how you look at it. Like, if you say, oh, it's not a video game, no, because that just seems like a compliment to me. You made it too real. That's the idea. If you can simulate, people have been trying to simulate realness in video games for years, and not many have been able to do it, so good job, Quantic Dream. I had a lot of fun playing your game, okay? I hope you make DLCs or something for it, because that'd be awesome. So, again, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Let me know what you think of my thoughts on it, and comment below. Don't forget to like the video and favorite it for me. Helps out a lot. Share it with your friends if you like. I do appreciate it. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Stay tuned. I got more gameplay coming up. I'm going to be playing some more GTA Online. Check my Facebook and my Twitter for updates as to when I will be doing that. I've been working at my full-time job all week, so I haven't been able to do a hell of a lot. And I may start something Monday, okay? It is currently Saturday night. I got home from work about half an hour ago. Maybe a little long because I've been recording this video for a while now, but Sunday, probably not. So most likely Monday, I'll be posting updates on Facebook, facebook.com/DanQ8000 and twitter.com/DanQ8000 or at DanQ8000 if you want to follow me there. Do it because little things like that get posted all the time when I'm uploading, when I'm updating, when I'm doing things like this with the fans, etc. So stay tuned to that, keep your eye on it, and I will let you guys know, and some people will join me. And like I said, the last GTA Online I did, all fans. I met them via being my fan base, and we just played with them. Okay? Sweet, guys. Thanks again. Take it easy. Have a good one. And for those of you who are coming to GTA Online, I'll see you guys. Other than that, I don't know. Whatever else is there. Peace.